Welcome to the Sun and Moon Tarot. Today we will find what is good and what is hidden. I hope you're well and staying blessed. I hope you're enjoying life wherever you are. This is a pick a card read. Welcome to my pick a card reads. I hope you enjoy the content. If you're interested in liking, sharing, or subscribing, I appreciate your time. My information, if you want to book, is for personal, or if you're interested in my Patreon, that is all in the information, the description box below. I do zodiac reads, of course, Sun, Moon, Venus, and you versus them reads. This is a pick a card read, a crystal read. Excuse me for 1 moment, please. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have a special pick a card read today. As you can see, it's the first 4 chakras for the most part, color-wise, anywho. So we've got Ruby for our first group. You've got Carnelian for your second group, Serpentine for your third, and Turquoise for your fourth. Excuse me. For the pick a card reads, they're a little bit different. They're not based on your birth chart. They have everything to do with how you feel, what you feel called to choose. So you choose a group based on either what immediately jumps out on you, or after a quick meditation, you know, kind of what calls to you after that. You'll choose between the 4, or you can pick a couple. They're also timeless, so you can watch them later and choose different groups if you wish. So, today on the Sun and Moon Tarot, we present our crystal read. I hope you enjoy it, as again, it's just interesting that it has kind of that, the root, the sacral, the solar, and the heart, right? Kind of color scheme there. I know a lot of people don't necessarily use turquoise for their heart, but some people do when they practice chakra cleansing and clearing and chakra work in general. I've never used ruby for my root chakra, but it's a brilliant red, so I thought it would just kind of be an interesting way of introducing this color scheme into our channel. I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, let's get into it today. The first group will be Ruby, second Carnelian, third Serpentine, fourth Turquoise. If you have the need, pause the video and kind of in your mind's eye choose a group based on which one comes forth to you, after some like thought and truly going within and kind of feeling which group might be most important for you, or what your guides kind of feel like the message is for you today. So Ruby, my Ruby group, we'll get into it today. You have a beautiful card here. This stone is gorgeous. Ruby, right? Hot pink to Cabernet red. Ruby is a precious gemstone that has bedazzled royalty for centuries. Ruby is a fearless guide and protector, pointing you in the direction of a rich, passionate life. Anyone who needs it is anyone with something worth fighting for, and in any Aries. You should use it when you want to show the world you're both beautiful and ferocious. When your sex life needs a heaping tablespoon of spice, when the doldrums have you down, reach for Ruby and some really red lipstick and come out swinging. Feed your fires. Beautiful card, beautiful group. Let's see what the tarot holds for you today, my Ruby group. You've got 2 Rider-Waite decks here, 6 cards altogether. No clarifiers in these reads. Your first row will be flipped at once. It's going to be the light cards. And this will represent your current energy to recent past. You've got 1 fire card and 2 water. That's fire is Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. The energy of passion in the tarot here with the wands. The cups are emotion. The energy of water is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That would be the energy of emotion in the tarot. 3 of wands, King of cups, 4 of cups. Feed your fire, right? My Ruby group. So, for your recent past to current energy, you're probably looking ahead, expansion, or rapid growth with this 3 of wands. A passionate planning for your future. Which is interesting because that's how this card reads. It also continues forth in a similar manner to some extent. The King of Cups is interesting here as these aren't necessarily love reads, right? So it's kind of presenting itself as a little bit of a love read. But the King of Cups is emotional control, balance between heart and head. The 4 of Cups is apathy, contemplation, and disconnection. So you're planning ahead or looking forward after some sort of a disappointment likely. You're recognizing how to gain emotional stability and control in your life, how to feed your fire in a healthy manner, so to speak. You're having a little bit, it looks like for your current energy in your recent past, with this 4 of Cups, you're having a hard time recognizing that new is coming in for you. But the King of Cups is present, so I think that you will bounce back. I think that you won't have that hard of a time recognizing that you do need to feed your fire, right, my Ruby group? So let's look at your current energy. You have the Hangman, the dark green group, the 5 of Cups, we already went over water, and the Hierophant. Interesting here, 2 points of interest. You have all water, fire, and spirit here. This second row has both a 55 present and 2 spirit cards, the Hangman and the Hierophant. So, where you have the 4 of Cups here, that truly feeling that disconnection, right? Apathy, contemplation, going within emotionally, looking at these empty cups here in your recent past to current energy. So much to the point that you can't see the new coming in. The Hangman appears, right? Spirit speaking. For you to feed your fire. Sacrifice, suspicion, or suspension, release, and martyrdom with this Hangman here. The 5 of Cups being that loss, grief, disappointment, mourning energy right after the 4. And then, of course, the Hierophant, tradition, legacy, society, and organized religion. This is an interesting future row for you. It represents a lot of change, a lot of significant change. You might recognize how you have martyred yourself in the past, and you're feeling that kind of, to simply put it, the grief over it, the disappointment, the loss, the recognizing how you kind of played out in a societal manner, or in some sort of a religious group, potentially. So, for you, you're recognizing how to feed your soul by feeding your fire, to an extent. And maybe recognizing how you shouldn't, sacrifice is good to an extent, but you do not want, and so is release, but you don't want to martyr yourself, right? So, this could be you releasing and moving forward away from the loss, and then moving towards, it's going to vary for different groups, with the change being significant in that 55 movement, right? So, releasing something, feeling the grief and moving forward in a structured manner or a traditional manner, some sort of society, or recognizing your behavior, mourning it, and moving forward in a different manner, seem to be the prevalent storylines. But either way, remember, you're here to feed your fire, my Ruby group. So you just need to kind of recognize how to focus on moving forward and creating that passionate life that you really want to. All right, I hope you enjoyed the content, Group 1. Have a beautiful season, and I will see you next time or in the next read. Bye. All right. Group 2 is Carnelian. Beautiful card. One of my favorite stones, of course. I love this card. Go with your gut. I love it that we talked about the chakras, of course, and this would be the sacral chakra. Go with your gut, of course, is a very clever thing to say to that. It's a cherry red chalcedony used by ancient Romans in signet rings. Wax doesn't stick to it. And by modern folk to ward off insecurities. Carnelian's fiery energy helps spin us out of fearful thought cycles and into action. It's a very good card when you want to create, like especially if you're an artist, in my opinion. It's good to learn how to trust your intuition and how to create with it. So who needs it? The understimulated. Anybody looking to get acquainted with their fears. Hello, fear, my name is, insert your name. We have some beautiful work to do together. Now shut the fuck up and let's get this. Let's do this, excuse me. So, when to use it? When you find your creativity or sex drive on sleep mode. Like I said, when you want to create, use this crystal if you work with crystals. This card, if you chose it, if you felt called to it, this is your read, right? This is the major advice, is that you need to go with your gut, excuse me, and you need to really face your fears in some way and focus on how to kind of, some people will say connect with your sex drive or creativity. I usually say that has to do with your art in some way. Carnelian group, beautiful card. Let's get into your read. Rider Waite here. You've got 2 rows. The light green will be your recent past to current energy. The dark green will be your future. Okay, so we're gonna put the future here. Flip all these at once. You've got Cups and a Spirit card here. The 8 and the 7 of Cups do appear for your first row. That's interesting. Water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The energy of water is the energy of emotion in tarot. The Justice card, of course, could represent a Libra. So, here we have an interesting read for that follow your gut. The 8 of Cups is walking away, disillusionment, leaving something behind. Something being clear to you all of a sudden. Justice is the Spirit card for truth, fairness, law, clarity, cause, and effect. The 7 of Cups represents searching for purpose, choices, and daydreaming. So after following your gut and recognizing how cause and effect works in some way, the universe is presenting to you the idea of looking at other options. So in some way, shape, or form, when you search for your creativity or your sex drive, I suppose, it's going to vary for everyone. You're really coming from a place of understanding with these 2 first cards. In your current energy to recent past, you're recognizing how something has played out for you in a way, and you're daydreaming about your future. It's really quite that simple for my first group, or my second group, excuse me. Your second row for your future is the Ace of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Air is the energy of thought and tarot. You have the King of Wands, the King of Fire appearing. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, the energy of passion in the tarot. Finally, you have another air card, the 7 of Swords. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is a beautiful card. It is breaking through, clarity, sharpness of mind. Not only are you walking away and leaving something behind due to disillusionment, being broken, and following your gut, you're having clarity about it. And with the King of Fire here, you're seeing the big picture when you recognize this cause and effect, right? You're in your future, you're able to recognize how you can overcome challenges and how you can be a leader, and how you can present the big picture to yourself because of this experience. You're fully going to come around to understanding how the Seven of Swords is deception, trickery, tactics, and strategy. So for you, this is you recognizing how, as a leader, how people can be to some extent after walking away from something and learning to trust your gut. You're really recognizing, and then of course 77 in a consecutive placement does appear, which is interesting. Excuse me. So for you, following your gut is really not a joke for this read. You're recognizing how to trust not only your intuition, but how to be passionate and to kind of like overcome challenges through that understanding, how to connect. And also for my artists, you might be able to create through your pain. So it's going to vary for all of you on that, but ultimately recognizing that people or things can be tactical, right? And recognizing that you have the ability to see through that might be a superpower for you, either in your love life or in your artistic life. Thank you, group 2. I love you all dearly. I hope you enjoyed the content. I'll see you next time. Bye. Group 3, Serpentine. Beautiful yellow crystal here. A neon yellow. I've never worked with it. It's really pretty. A lime to kale green stone with a reptilian appearance. Serpentine's activating energy is like a deep exfoliating treatment for the spiritual self. Who needs it? Kundalini yogis, anyone in need of a fresh start. When to use it? When it's time to let go of tired beliefs and get stuck energy unstuck. If Serpentine arrives in your life, it's an invitation to rip off all proverbial band-aids and regroup. Hit the sauna, sweat it out, and release all lingering drama. Awaken your reptilian nature. So, at the beginning of the read, I talked about how this card would be solar. So solar plexus, all about your inner power, right? The ability to create for yourself, have inner confidence, and move forward in a really awakened manner. This is a beautiful card. I've never worked with this crystal, but I hope you enjoy it. My Serpentine group 3, we'll see how you need to awaken your reptilian nature here as we pull your Rider-Waite cards. So we have 2 rows of Rider-Waite. The light green will be your recent past to current energy. The dark green will be your future. No clarifiers in this read. 3 of Cups, being any water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The energy of water is that of emotion in tarot. The Emperor could be any Aries. The Knight of Swords is any Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The energy of air is that of thought in the tarot. So, in terms of awakening, let's just set that there. You have the 3 of Cups, being that like true connection card, really, in your emotional realm. This is friendship, community, and happiness. Truly connecting in some way. Maybe for you to build that structure in your life, you do like to go and connect with those that you love. It could be that. The Emperor is a spirit card. He is the king of all kings. I like to mention that. He is all 4 kings wrapped into one. He has the ability to work with all elements. He is structure, ambition, authority, and rationality. You need to awaken that within yourself in your current energy, right? And that's why you're recharging. With the Knight of Swords being that final kind of current energy to recent past. It's court card. It represents action, impulsiveness, and defending one's beliefs. You could be being impulsive. You could just simply be taking action to create this structure as you recharge. It's going to vary for everyone. I don't really see a lot of having to defend one's beliefs, but you might have to in some way, shape, or form. It does happen for everyone differently, right? So, let's see your future, my beautiful Serpentine group. You've got the Knight of Wands. We have not went over fire in your sign. So, second Knight, second court card, Knight of Fire. He is passion. He is the energy of fire is the energy of passion in the tarot. It represents Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. You've got a third court card being the Page of Pentacles, that of Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, the energy of money in the tarot. And finally you have another fire card being the Five of Wands. Interesting. So for you, the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands, is going to represent action, adventure, and fearlessness for the most part. Will you relax, please? Hui. As you build this structure and as you awaken, you're really focusing on being fearless. That is a second action card. So first the action of thought, the action of passion, and your future. Beautiful. The Page of Coin is ambition, desire, diligence, and craving new venture. You're creating some sort of passionate new force with this new confidence, with this new structure, this leader, ambitious and energy. It might lead to competition. This Five of Wands is competition, conflict, and reality. It could be a conflict that you're having to overcome, or it could simply be the representation of you being competitive in your current energy and being able to overcome because of that self-confidence. Serpentine group, I really enjoyed this read. I hope you did too. I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, group 4, Turquoise. Beautiful crystal if you work with it. This would be the heart chakra. Brilliant blue-green turquoise has been rocked by humans longer than almost anything. I'm not trying to say that. Turquoise was, and always will be both go-to protector and fashion statement. Anyone whose voice has gone AWOL, I don't actually know what that means, so if you need help kind of speaking from your heart, this is a really excellent group for you. Speak your truth. So it's a great heart chakra crystal if you work with crystals. It's great if you need help voicing how you feel. Yeah, so I know most people would say that's the throat chakra, but sometimes you need to break through your emotions to be able to speak, right? If it's in your heart that you need to fix stuff. So, anywho, when to use it? When you feel disconnected from the things that make you human. When you've got something to express, get it out with turquoise. Beautiful group. Let's get into your read today, my turquoise group. You've got 2 rows. They will both be Rider-Waite, but they're different decks. So we will flip the first one. It's going to be your current energy to recent past. You've got the 8 of Wands, the 6 of Coin, and the Page of Cups. So you've got Fire, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries appearing, the energy of passion, the tarot. You also have the 6 of Pentacles. Stop it. Okay, a clap didn't even distract her, excuse me. Okay, so the 6 of Coin is the energy of Earth. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, energy of money in the tarot. Cups are water. That is the energy of emotion. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So this is kind of an interesting read. You need to speak your truth about something. For your recent past, your current energy, you've got that rapid, passionate action, generosity, or breadcrumbing. It depends on the kind of reader. And then that Page of Cups is very interesting. So, fully. Please excuse my dog if you can hear her. The 8 of Wands is rapid action, movement, and quick decision, right? So having that understanding, if you speak your truth, that passionate kind of feeling of being able to move forward with that true understanding. The 6 of Coin is charity, generosity, sharing. Some readers will tell you this represents breadcrumbing. I usually say that it does represent you or someone around you being generous. Just genuinely being generous in a loving manner. Like speaking from your heart with generosity, potentially. Or having rapid action in a manner that you are incredibly generous towards people in need or people that you love, or etc. The Page of Cups is a court card representing happy surprise, dreamer, and sensitivity. You following your heart leads to some sort of a positive, energetic exchange with the universe. This is just a happy general surprise after you acting on impulse and being generous. Beautiful. Work with your heart chakra. It's a really great way to move forward in your life for you, I think. So, for your future energy, my turquoise group, you have the Lovers here. Beautiful card, representation of Gemini. Spirit card, first one for your read. The 4 of Pentacles falls out right underneath the other court card for, or excuse me, not court card, the other Earth card. There we go. And then you also have the Water card following here, and it's the 3 of Cups. So for you, this happy surprise seems to be some sort of a relationship, some sort of incredibly energetic exchange with another person. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can vary on like the level of commitment, but it's a major commitment, right? The Lovers represents choices, union, love, and relationships. It can be a love relationship, but it can be any relationships. It's a major happy surprise, though. For you, it's a major commitment or choices that are leading to a union. The 4 of Coin being that kind of earthy conservation energy. Conservation, security, and frugality, some sort of saving at this point in your future. You're recognizing that you need to save your resources to an extent. The 3 of Cups being friendship, community, and happiness. It really would seem like you're recognizing like what makes you happy and conserving so you can spend your energy wisely. That way you can always continue to speak your truth and and be generous where you should be generous, right? Not just being generous to feel good, but being generous to, like sometimes we have to save our resources so that we can be incredibly generous to the people that we love. So that's beautiful. You've got 66 here appearing if you're interested in numerology. Not only is this is for your heart chakra, but love has appeared multiple times, and ultimately in your future, it's just kind of a representation of major beautiful choices being presented, and it being in a format of happy surprise after you go within and do whatever work you need to do so that you can follow your steps, you know. You're making a quick decision in your recent past current energy, being a generous quick decision leading to happy surprise, either a relationship or choices of some sort that are incredibly well mannered for the harmony of your life, whatever that is for you. Fair enough. With that 66, you're learning how to conserve, or you're practicing a sort of frugality and a celebration with your loved ones or your surrounding ones, and creating kind of community and relationship with that frugality. I hope you enjoyed the content, Turquoise. I'll see you next time. Love y'all. Bye.